So this week I'm trying something, a new place to work. I have been asked to house sit for a few days, and I jumped at the opportunity to try and work in a different place than I normally do. So let me show you the setup and what I've been working on. So I have been allowed to set up in this sort of loft area, and I started by actually covering the floor up with some I'm not even sure what that's called. It's plastic covering, and there's one of the residents that I'm also taking care of while I'm house sitting. Okay, so I covered the floor really well, and then I took as much art materials with me as I thought I was going to need. Probably I brought way too much with me. But that's always the case. If I didn't bring it, for sure I'd wanna use it. So my small desk here that I borrowed the desk, and I just covered it with this kind of painter's felt. It has kind of a plastic backing, so it should protect the table. And I have this there are a few ceiling windows that give in a bit of natural light. So this setup is pretty nice. And I've been working yesterday, so today is my second day. And I'm working on starting up some landscapes. This is 40 by 40. And let me show you a few more over here. More of these 40 by 40 on canvas landscapes that I started already, and they are loosely based on these works on paper that I did before I actually started working on canvas. I like to explore color palettes and color combinations, usually in a series on works on paper. And this is sort of a different color palette for me. I think it must be the autumn sunsets and also sunrises that have inspired these colors lately. So, but I made a series of these sort of preliminary work, exploring the skies and the land. I'm also really interested in the relationship between the hills and the fields and the sky. This is something that I'm continually interested in trying to capture. So these are some of the sketches that are, or preliminary work that are the inspiration behind these a little bit larger works on canvas. And these in turn were inspired by a larger painting I have over here. This painting I took with me because it was kind of different from the other paintings I was working on, and I thought it might feed into this new series of paintings that I'm working on. And yeah, we'll see what happens if this is the case, or maybe I'll be inspired to do something totally different while I'm here. But definitely working in a different location poses both challenges and also some exciting new inputs, you could say. I'm definitely looking forward to see if there will be a change in my work from this change of location for a few days.
It was a real treat for me to be able to take this time out for myself, to spend several days exploring new color combinations and mark making, reading art books that I hadn't had the time to read yet. I've been wanting to do this for a long while but kept putting it off, and now I'm wondering why I waited so long. I loved every moment and now I am totally addicted. I definitely recommend taking some time out of your normal schedule and make time for your own little art retreat, even if it's just for one day. If you decide to do this, I recommend planning ahead, making a list of things you want to do while taking this time out for yourself. By making a list, I don't mean a to-do list where you need to tick off everything on that list. Instead, use it as a menu with all your favorite dishes, a menu where you can pick and choose between all sorts of lovely things to do and try. For example, my list included specific art books I wanted to read, exploring new color combinations with colors I don't normally use, watching art documentaries, experimenting with new techniques, using acrylic colors, making simplified landscape sketches using ink. The idea is to look at the list and then pick what you want to do the most. My plein air sketching got cancelled due to the rain, but no problem, I just picked another favorite thing from the list.
I noticed when I added a thin wash or glaze of Payne's Gray on top of the antelope brown or that yellow color, it gave kind of a green tint to it, and I really like that, and I think it plays really well against these pink colors that are here. So I want to explore that a bit more. And that's another reason why it's a lot of times it's nice to work on several paintings at a time, because one idea from one painting might feed into the next, and so you never really get stuck in when working in a series of paintings at the same time. Definitely the same kind of color palette, and yeah, miss. Yeah. Don't step on the artwork, please. Okay, cut. So, yes, you're very curious, aren't you? You're very curious. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Please don't step on the paintings. Okay. Okay, I completely lost. Okay, Misa. Okay.